Hi there. So I recently upgraded my PlayStation 3, which had an 80 gig hard drive in it, to a 500 gig hard drive. It was an upgrade that went really well, and you can see how I did it on the Best Buy forums. What I ended up with was a spare hard drive, because this is the 80 gig hard drive that came out of the PlayStation 3. What do you do with it? One of the things you can do is turn it into an external hard drive or a portable hard drive by buying an external hard drive enclosure, which is what I've done. So through this video I'd just like to show you how easy it is to get one of these hard drives into an external hard drive enclosure, and so that you can use other hard drives that might have come out of an old desktop and put them to good use. What I did is that I bought this, which is an Akasa 2.5-inch SATA external hard drive enclosure. It arrived yesterday. It looks really nice inside. We'll get it out of the box and have a play with that in a minute. The other thing I just want to say is, when you're dealing with PC components, make sure you wear an EST wrist strap or earth yourself before you touch the hard drive, because what can happen is if you've got any static electricity in your body, it can discharge onto the components and damage them. So let's have a look at the external hard drive. So this is a bit more of a close-up on the product. This is a black brushed aluminium case from Akasa, and it's for 2.5-inch SATA drives and SSD, which is solid state drives, some of the newer ones without the spinning element. There's various forms of this, depending on the size of your hard drives. They're typically in 2.5-inch for some of the smaller drives, like laptop drives, ones that came out of the PlayStation 3, and some smaller capacity drives. And they should also come in 3.5 inches, which is the other standard internal hard drive size. And you can also get ones that are for some older hard drives that use the older IDE connection, so look out for those as well. I got this off the new Best Buy website. It was only $12.99, so it's quite a cheap part of an upgrade. It comes with obviously the enclosure itself. It's pretty nice and sort of shiny piece. It's really quite dinky as well, so sort of brushed aluminium. It looks really good. That's just going to sort of be sitting next to my PC. It's not going to look out of place in an office, so that's quite nice. You get quite a nice finish for considering what you paid for it. I think it's really good. The other nice touch is that it comes with a little leather case, so you don't have to be lugging this around unprotected. It's got a quite nice little carry case for it. It also comes with necessary cables, some small screws there which we'll be using, and if you're like me and you hate sitting through boring manuals, you'll be glad to know there's some pretty pictures to help you get up and running it really quickly. So let's see how we go about getting the hard drive put together. So let's put the hard drive in. It's amazingly easy. You simply you have to take out 2 small screws to get the enclosure open. You take the hard drive in question, and you can see that you've got the business end here. That goes into the business end of the hard drive enclosure. Like so. And then all you have to do is turn it over, and the 4 screws that I showed you before go into the 4 holes, and you pop it back in the enclosure. So now, with 4 screws tightly in place, all that remains to be done is to slide the whole piece back into the enclosure, and you just have to redo the screws up on each side, and then that's essentially it. If the drive that you're using has already been formatted, then that's pretty much it. Because mine came out of the PlayStation, it uses the older FAT32 filing system. I'll need to reformat it probably to a newer version, but that's pretty much it. So I've just finished using the partition manager software. That's what it's called, in case you need to remember it. And that's basically let me create a partition and format the drive to the newer version that the modern computers use, which is NFTS or NTFS. I can't quite remember, but you can see the important bit is that now my old hard drive is there. It's ready to use. Got about 80 gigs worth of space, and just to prove that it works, I've just stuck a video on there. That's now running off of my new hard drive, which is enclosed safely in this little thing. It was just $12.99 from Best Buy. Fantastic little piece of kit because it's just made use of a hard drive that would otherwise be completely redundant and stuck under my bed somewhere. So if you've got an old hard drive lying around and you want to make use of it, I suggest you get an Enclosure like this, and make use of your old hard drives. Don't throw them away. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please post any comments. I look forward to reading them.